Don't come in! I blinked at the confusing sight, but Scarlet cut in without missing a beat. Hello. Today, I'm going to be switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to be playing this game called Return to Ash. At the time of recording this, I saw that it is available on Epic Games, which is kind of the reason that I wanted to play it. So, let's get into it. The hospital was empty, quiet and brighter than usual, like waking up on a snow day. But I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel much of anything. Weird. Normally opening my eyes to a room this bright would give me a migraine. Instead, I felt no pain at all. No aching muscles, no bed sores, not even a hint of dizziness or nausea. Also, I want to apologize. I have my dog in my room with me. So she tends to make a little bit of noise, but hopefully she'll settle down soon. So if you hear any clickety-clacketing or whatever, that's just my dog Molly. For the first time in 7 years, I felt completely normal. Either I'm cursed, or this is a dream, or I'm dead. Hello? I called out, but no one came. Nurse? I searched for the call button on the side of my bed, but it wasn't there. Yep, definitely a dream then. My IV bag dripped in response. Or these are some next level painkillers. What am I supposed to do now? Can leave the room, wait patiently, die I guess. Well, rip to me. Can't say it was a good one. I closed my eyes and waited for my brain to shut down. But it didn't. It refused. The weirdest thing was that I didn't feel sleepy at all. I didn't feel hungry either, but that's not too far out from ordinary. Hospital food doesn't do much to encourage the appetite. Tiredness, however, was my default state of being. Even before I was an inpatient, naps were always my first line of defense. Someone walks into my room. Pretend to be asleep. Get invited to hang out somewhere? Sorry, I'm exhausted. Maybe next time. It's no wonder my classmates stopped sending me those get well soon cards pretty quick. If I didn't make an effort, why should they? Death doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. I guess we might as well leave the room. Fine, I'll just go out and find someone. I put on some slippers and walked out of the hall. Much to my dismay, there didn't seem to be anyone here either. Something was definitely wrong. Even in the dead of night, you'd see a nurse or two scurrying around these halls. Or, at the very least, a janitor. But it's broad daylight, and there's absolutely no one. My footsteps echoed quietly in the eerie silence. I peered around the corner to see another empty stretch of hallway before me. Okay. New explanation. Time has stopped. I slept through the fire alarm and everyone already evacuated. I was left behind in confusion. Or it's the Rapture. So, it's not their fault I was left behind. A nuclear apocalypse? Isn't there a bright flash before the bomb goes off? That must be what it is. I walked steadily down the halls, coming up with more and more ridiculous theories as to what could be happening. Finally, a figure appears, saving me from my madness. Hello? Hi. I was too surprised to know how to react. This wasn't the sort of person I was expecting to find. and she showed up too suddenly. Instead of focusing on all the possible explanations for what was going on, I should have come up with something to say when I inevitably found someone. Stupid. I didn't think anyone else was here. She looks me up and down, glancing at my IV, and then back to my face. She's expecting a response. Quick, think of something to say. Where is everyone? I'm looking for a nurse. Cool tie, man! A cool tie? Thanks. Are you feeling okay? I couldn't help but notice you're on an IV. Well, I'm in the hospital for a reason. Her smile falls. Sorry for being depressing, lady. She gives me a pitying look, then pauses to consider her next words. Listen. This isn't a hospital. You died. Fuck! Are you okay? You're not having a heart attack, are you? No, I was just really hoping you weren't gonna say that. Right. Of course. Why would it matter if I was having a heart attack now? I'm apparently dead. I mean, I assumed as much. I just didn't want to face it. How could I have died so unceremoniously? Unless it's just that I don't remember the gruesome details? I guess I should be thankful for that, at least. Still, to die in my age at the ripe age of 22, it's not how I expected my life to come to an end. The doctors never told me I had however many weeks left to live. It feels so out of nowhere. Did I really die? I'm breathing right now. Out of necessity or habit? The woman clears her throat. I'm sorry. It took me some time to process my own death, too. You're also dead? I've been here for about 3 months now, give or take. I wonder how she died, but it's probably rude to ask a stranger something like that. It's not like I'd want to spill my life story either. So, what's your story, kid? She asked without hesitation. I'm not a kid. I'm 22. Really? But you look so young. Being hospitalized stunted my growth, I guess. Why are we talking about this? I died. Who cares what I look like? Wow, you're only 4 years younger than me. Finally, someone I can relate to a little better. My life is pretty far from an average 22-year-old's experience. It's hard to imagine I would be relatable to her in the slightest. What were you hospitalized for? It's not cancer, is it? She's so unbelievably rude. No, it's hard to explain. Was it terminal? I continue to be astonished by this woman's complete lack of tact. I'm also peeking. I apologize. I just realized that. I'm bringing me down a little bit. So that way when I yell, it doesn't go all the way into the red. Can we talk about something else? Sorry. I'm asking because I wanted to discern what your goal might be. My goal? I'm dead. Surely there's no reason left to pursue any kind of goals. To my surprise, she laughs. This might be some kind of afterlife, but that doesn't mean we should give up on living. My name is Scarlett. I'm going to get my second shot at life, even if it kills me. Moving words for someone who's already dead. What about you? Do you want to go back? Do I want to go back? Of course I want to live. Go back? To where? Nah, it's impossible. That's not possible, is it? Come on, don't give up so quickly. What's your name? It's Ashley. Ash for short. I'm assuming that's Ashley. Jeez. I don't think I've seen that spelling of Ashley, but I'm assuming that's supposed to be Ashley. Thank God you go by Ash for short, I guess. Alright, Ashley. Walk with me. I'll tell you everything you need to know. She turned immediately, without complete with complete confidence that I would follow right after her. So I did. This game is like, I'm really fucking with this so far. The art style is like, I love the sketch art style and stuff. And I honestly haven't played very many visual novels, to be honest, despite the fact that I do like this genre. I'm fucking heavy with it. Hopefully you guys like it too. But I don't think this is gonna get up while it's still available for free on Epic Games, unfortunately. But it's pretty cheap, so I'd recommend checking it out. It seems like there's multiple different paths and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to possibly doing multiple different playthroughs and shit of this. Scarlet walked at easy pace, explaining the mechanics of this afterlife. As it were a speech she rehearsed and recited 20 times. And maybe she had. Clearly I wasn't the first dead person she'd welcomed here. It was surreal. Thinking about the situation I was in, but also how I had no trouble focusing on her explanation despite that. Usually I feel so lost in a fog, but my mind is completely clear right now. Is this how my brain would function if I were healthy? Not that it matters anymore. Based on Scarlett's explanation, I should consider this place to be purgatory. We died, but we can move on from here. It's unclear exactly where we move on to. Apparently it's up to death. We're on our way to meet them now. So, we don't get hungry? Right. Or thirsty. There's nothing to eat or drink here anyways. And we can't sleep? You know, I haven't actually tried, but after 3 months with no sleep, I haven't felt any sort of adverse health effects. Safe to say it's unnecessary. You know for sure it's been 3 months? Time is definitely passing. I've been using my watch to track these days. Because there's no sunrise or sunset? I slow my pace and Scarlet stops in front of me. There's a pitying look on her face. The stasis isn't so bad once you get used to it. I'm already tired of how bright it is. Scarlet laughs, but I wasn't joking. I may have been spared from my usual migraine, but the constant intensity of the lights was unnerving to me. If I had a choice of which hospital to spend purgatory in, I'd say St. Fellows was a better option. At least there I had the changing seasons to look forward to. How'd it get quieter after visiting hours were over? The chatty nurses telling me about their day as they changed my IV. Being in the hospital for so long, you learn to love the little things. The alternative is just to feel miserable all of the time. I'm not miserable. I'm still alive. But I can't even say that anymore. I grip the pole of my IV stand a little tighter. I'm still too afraid to leave it behind. The last few wayward souls who came through here, they made it out pretty quick. Maybe you'll be able to bargain with death too. Then you won't have to get used to this light. I'm not very good at bargaining. She laughs again and presses the button for the elevator. I'll help you. I'm good at debate. Thanks. She's good at debate. Why the fuck has she been here for 3 months? The elevator opens to reveal a man stacking coins in the center of the floor. Don't come in! I blinked at the confusing sight, but Scarlet cut in without missing a beat. You're still at this? It's been 2 days. There's a lot of coins, and the deadline's coming up pretty soon. Scarlet leaned her forearm against the elevator door to prevent it from closing. Well, can we get in? I'm taking Ashley here to meet death. Could you maybe catch the next one? No. Scarlet forced her way in, knocking over a stack of coins in the process. Why are you so pushy, Miss Scarlet? Because you're wasting your time. Come on, Ashley. She motioned for me to follow, and I stepped into the elevator. I did my best to avoid the coins at my feet. It was an awkward ride. I can imagine. Oh hey, there's more coins in the corner over here. When we reached the basement, Scarlet went on ahead. The man moved to shield his coin stack from her reckless stride, but it turned out to be unnecessary. Her intent seemed more focused on escorting me to wherever Death was, I guess. To the side of the elevator door was another pile of coins. Upon closer inspection, they looked to be some type of play currency. At least I'm not aware of any coins with the skull on them. Doubloons, maybe? Judging by the cartoony design, it seems to be something used for a board game rather than pirates. Curious and not particularly in a rush to meet Death, I stopped to talk to the man. Why are you stacking coins, mister? Okay. Celadon? No, we're gonna call him Cellphone. And you're Ashley, right? I prefer Ash. Cell picks up a small stack of coins and transports them to a larger pile beside the elevator. His process is methodical and efficient. I can tell he really has been at this for 2 days. It's my trial, so I can revive. He shuffles back to the elevator to pick up the next stack of coins. Trial? Scarlet, clearly tired of waiting, returns to my side. Death told him that he had 3 days to bring coins from the top floor to the basement. If he reaches a certain amount, his soul will be released. They have to stay stacked like this. If a single coin faces tails up, it won't count. Sounds tedious. No, I don't mind. It's good exercise. He goes back for the next round of coins. Leave him, Ash. He's done hundreds of trials. Death isn't going to let him pass this time either. As Scarlet walks away again, the elevator door begins to close. Cell stumbles from his place to block them. The stack of coins he's holding wobbles dangerously, but he quickly steadies them and continues his work, as if nothing had happened. I feel so sorry for him. Okay, so you can either follow Scarlet, or you can help Cellphone. You know what, let me help Cellphone. Here, I can help. You don't have to. It looks fun. We both know I'm lying, but he smiles anyway. In that case, feel free. Clack, clack, clack. I carefully stack the coins that Scarlet scattered on the elevator floor, checking that each one is facing heads up. It's easy to get absorbed in the task, somewhat addicting even. Each coin I place down gives me a small sense of satisfaction. And I'm not even getting sore from being hunched over. That part is nice. I can't imagine being stuck doing this for 2 full days, though. That's some serious endurance. Cell came back and forth, carrying each stack of coins onto the hall. Every once in a while, the elevator door would try to close, and he would lean against it to keep it open. I wonder if I'd be more useful just holding the button down for him, but he seems to have developed a rhythm around it. I didn't want to interrupt that rhythm any more than I already had. When the last of the coins were gathered into stacks, I began carrying them out with him. It's so nice of you to lend a hand. Hopefully it's not against the rules or anything. Huh? I'm not messing things up for you, am I? Probably not. I mean, sometimes I fail my trials on a technicality. Well, anyway, Death didn't say anything about doing it all on my own. Just that I had to carry them by hand. Am I doing the right thing by helping him? As long as he's fine with it, I guess. I probably should not have my phone directly next to my mic, because every time it buzzes, I'm confident that you guys can probably hear it. We step out of the now empty elevator and into the coin-filled hall. No one's ever helped me with my trials before. Usually people have their own thing going on. He starts heading in a direction Scarlet went earlier. I follow, dragging my Ivy along with one hand and carrying a small stack of coins in the other. Are you sure it's okay for me to keep helping you? Yeah, I don't think it counts as cheating or anything. It's like you're part of my downline. Downline? Yeah, we're like a team. You do a bit of work for me, and we both profit. I can give you some of my coins when this is over. How does that sound? His offer catches me off guard. I wasn't doing any of this for some kind of profit. I just wanted to be nice. No thanks. I don't have pockets. Well, let me know if you change your mind. I winced a little at how enthusiastically he delivered his pun. I did not even catch that, if I'm being 100% honest. Finally, we reach the end of the hall.